Hi everyone, Kaz here from Learn to Zell, and today I'm going to show you quickly how to make use of some of those layers that you take off of your napkins when you're using them for your decoupaging. So here we have a napkin that has, generally napkins come with as a 3-ply, sometimes you get them in as a 2-ply, so you need to take off the 2 layers. That's one layer off, and that one is blank, and I usually keep them and either stamp on them or use them for other projects at a later time. And today's lesson is going to be about how to use the 2nd ply if you have a ghost image transferred onto it. This is what I call a ghost image. Now this will generally happen on napkin designs that have sort of darker prints, heavier prints, and you get this amazing, what I call a ghost print. All right, I'm going to put that one to one side for now because I've already torn one off. And this is the one I'm going to use today for this demonstration. So firstly, I'm going to figure out which part of the design I want. I think I'm going to use the main butterfly image on this, and I've got a little paintbrush here that is just got water on it, and to quickly get a rough outline of where I want to tear, I will use this brush with water, giving it some distance because water obviously travels in towards your design, and you don't want to get all your design totally soaking wet. And so I always hold the bit of my design I don't want to be torn and just tear away like this. It's much easier to do it with plain water. I'm going to take away a little bit more of this here because I don't really need that. And there we go. I'll save these for another time, or even build up on this as we go along, but for this demonstration I'm just keeping it simple. Okay, I've got a little piece of card here. It's quite thin weight card. Heavyweight paper, thin card weight, that's what I call it. But you can use anything. You can even use ordinary copier paper if you want to. So to start with, I'll just get a little bit of normal PVA glue. Cover where you want to put your design. And the secret to this, and trust me, I've been decoupaging for many years now, and I've made a lot of messes, and, you know, messes that I can't really fix and use again. So trial and error, basically. I thin my PVA down quite a bit. So make sure that you don't use the really faint side of the ghost. Use the darker print of the ghost side. Whoops. Place it face down like that. Take a piece of card. I should have done this on a piece of greaseproof paper or something. Press down like that. Pull up. And there you've got it, no bubbles or anything like that. Now I'm just going to dry my brush off. I've wet it and just dried off the excess water, and I'm just going to lightly go from middle out. Light brush strokes, just to make sure that your napkin is sort of glued down. You don't need a lot of glue because that's what will make your napkin just tear or scrunch up and just become difficult to manage. So once you've put glue on your paper and you've done your transfer like this, I always use just the water on the brush and lightly go from middle out, because that spreads and dissipates the glue that is underneath to areas that you may have missed. Make sure you do it really lightly though. Okay, so we leave that to dry, or what I do usually, because I'm always in a hurry, is dry it off with a heat gun. So that is a lovely use of the second ply of the napkin if you've got a ghost image printed onto it. So I'm going to put that to one side because, okay, I'm back with this now, and it's now fully dried. We're just going to put some baking paper over the top here. I don't know what it's called in the USA. It's not wax paper, and it's not freezer paper. We just call it baking paper here. I'm going to get the craft iron on it and just go over it once or twice. This does two things. It irons out any creases that you may have and bubbles. But if you follow this technique, I generally get very, very few bubbles and creases in mine. But it might take you a little while to practice it. And the other thing that it does is it sets the glue nicely. The PVA, it heats up the PVA again, and there you have it. It's almost seamless with the card that it's on, the paper that it's on, and ready for whatever it is you want to use it for. You could turn it into a tag, a pocket, anything really. You know, you can use them for card making, anything. And I think these ghost prints are really, really pretty, and in many cases I find them more attractive than the actual original, you know, the original ply. Although these are particularly nice napkins, I have to say. I really do like the first ply on this, but the second ply is just as nice, but for different things. And there we have it, a really quick and easy lesson on how to use your second ply ghost print napkin. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.